Hello and welcome to the Tolhouse Museum. I am the travel troll. This is the what did I call it? Tolhouse Museum in Great Yarmouth.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a good look around for you. It's all about jails, people getting locked up a long time ago, like 1800s, 1700s, 1600s. There was a house here dating right back to the 1200s, but then it turned into a prison and a jail and all that kind of stuff. Let us tell you about it, me and Mazzy. I'll be completely honest with you now. This video is going to be mainly about making Mazzy look really, really stupid.
Thanks, Dan.
Right, Mazzy, something to show you here. Look at this.
Right.
See this oar down here?
Yeah.
That is a beauty, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
Captain Cook, have you heard of him?
Yeah.
That's the oar he used to sail his boat to Australia. Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah.
That's the original one.
How do they know that?
Well, they do not. Why wouldn't they know that?
That's really nice.
It is nice, isn't it? Apart from the fact it's just, it's actually a mace, and it was presented to somebody. It's nothing to do with oaring. And do you really think Captain Cook could oar all the way to Australia?
Oh my god!
You've been trolled, my friend. You've been trolled. So we've got some things here. Look at these. These were made by prisoners of war. Absolutely amazing. I think 1800s most of this stuff from what I was reading. But it looks like it's made out of bone. Ivory maybe. Look at this ship. That's a bit special. Some chess pieces. They're all made out of bone, I think. Wow. I suppose you've got a lot of time on your hands if you're a prisoner. And then over here, look at these. You wouldn't be able to make that as a prisoner in this day and age, a pocket knife. Sorry, just repeat that. What did you say?
No, I was just saying, it says numbers.
Yeah.
I just want to know where the info is.
Oh, the numbers next to the items?
Yeah.
You don't need to know the info. What would you like to know about these fish?
No, there's hair.
Well, that's what they used to catch that actual fish in medieval times. That's a medieval fish, is that?
It still looks yummy.
Yeah. It's old, medieval. It's about 700 years old, that fish.
It's fermented.
But just to answer your question, Mazzy, that's from about 12 to 1500, that knife. It's got traces of leather on the top, so it will have had an handle and a sheath and stuff. That's pretty cool. That was actually made in about 2014. Not medieval and not real. This is a bailiff's chest. And that would have been full of money. This is where they collected the taxes, filled it with money. And if you look how complex that lock is up there, only the bailiff would keep the key. Very, very difficult to break into. That's beautiful. I don't know a date on it. There's no kind of date on there. You want to give him a cuddle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this your dinner tonight, Dan? Love?
That's my dinner tonight?
Yeah. It's alright, isn't it?
Yeah. Ain't happening. We haven't discussed dinner tonight. What are we having for dinner? What are you making me? These are prisons. These were actually prisons. This isn't just a mock-up. These were prisons from, I believe, the 1840s. Pretty cool. Well, very cool. It's cold down here, isn't it? Really cosy. Well, there's one open here, Mazzy. There's one here with a bed, and there's a cloth there to keep you warm, a little blanket.
Yeah.
You help yourself. You get in there. You lay down. Put your thingy on, and you have a good time. I'll pick you up in 40 years. Yeah, see how you like it. Cosy indeed. Right, I've got a question for everyone here. There's someone in here holding out to me, really wanting me. Is that a woman or a man? It looks... When I go in these museums, the faces always look like men's faces. That's a man's face dressed up in women's clothes. It's Ian Brown out of the Stone Roses. There's a picture there of a guy picking oakum It's like picking string, and you know how strings sometimes twined and it's like 4 pieces of string and it's twisted round each other?
Yeah.
That guy in there is in his cell picking oakum. So why do you think he's doing that? He's a prisoner, obviously.
Making a noose.
Making a noose?
I don't know.
Well, he's not making a noose, no. He's actually untwining it. It's a punishment.
Oh, is it?
It's the most pointless job in the world, but they have to do it, otherwise they get put on racks and stretched and tortured and stuff. Oakum. Right, we've got a death head here. This is a copy of an actual man, a murderer. He lived 2 floors above a woman. It was 11th of April 1846. And he accused 3 other guys of making this murder. He was like a witness in the trial. It turned out during the trial that it wasn't these 3 guys at all. He did it himself. So this was at Norwich Castle, and that's where he got killed and buried. But before he did, they held him right here in this jail. Probably one of them we've just been in. Probably the same one, Mazzy, that you have just been laid in. The same room as a murderer. Did you feel any ghostly spirits?
No.
What did you feel?
It was cozy.
Cosy, okay. This is a pretty cool story of a Sarah Martin. Between them years, a prison visitor. She's well known in Great Yarmouth because I think she felt sorry for the prisoners and she came to try and help them be religious and things, talk to them, give them lessons. And here's a few of her belongings. That's Sarah's actual book and a teapot. Now this is interesting. This room is actually known as the Sarah Martin room, the woman I've just been talking about. But before this was a prison, I reckon this was a house, a 13th century house, so from the 1200s, and this is the only remaining part of the original house. 700-year-old window. How wonderful. What are you doing? Are you playing the photo fit game? Yeah. You know, there's children on the other side of the room wanting to play games and you're playing with them. Now there's a fancy dress part here. Mazzy's done a runner, but I'm going to get her to dress up in something. She has to. Mazzy, I think you should come over here. There's something really important. Look. Clothes for you to try on. I think you really should. I think you should try this shawl on. I think you'd look lovely in that shawl. Because you like wearing scarves, so put that one on, please. Come on, it's for the video. Quick.
It's cozy.
Now there is another place I wanted to go. It's on my list, but I don't think I'll make it because I think all these museums are shutting now at the end of this month. But this is from the Bridewell. That's a prison door, I think, from the Bridewell. I was going to take you there, but from 1842. Lovely door. Right, I'm really happy at the moment because they've just gone out of the room when they were doing me nutting. We've been hanging around in here for a good 10-15 minutes, and Mazzy's thinking, is this it? Should we move on now? Shall we go? And I've been hanging around because there's something else I need to look at. But all the while we've been here, there's a woman with 2 kids, and one of the kids was holding the information card in her hand, which I needed to go through these next products, what do you call them? Display items. So I was getting a bit mad, to be honest with you, and I've got an orb right in my mouth. I just swallowed it. Did you see that? I just swallowed an orb. I swallowed 2 orbs. Watch. No, gone. That were a proper orb. That wasn't dust. Oh, it's come back. It's on my nose. It's on my eye. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Watch.
Swallow it.
Watch. So these are the objects I've been wanting to find out about. Firstly, you've got a cut-throat razor there. Now you're probably thinking, oh, it's probably to do with murder. Someone's murdered with that. They didn't actually. It was 1863. Someone called William Wright, who made shoes, he stole that, and he was sentenced to 21 days hard labour. So did you just hear what the sentence was for that razor?
21 days.
21 days imprisonment, yeah? Right, I'm moving on to the next one.
Right.
Here is a spectacle case, okay, which was stolen in 1825. So what do you think happened to the man who stole that?
Don't know.
Guess.
Well, if he got 21 days, I reckon he got murder.
You reckon he got murder?
Yeah, I reckon they killed him or something.
I really hate it when you're right.
Am I right?
Well, you're nearly right. He was sentenced to be hung by the neck. But at the very last minute, a letter from the Secretary of State came in and he says, I'll tell you what, let's just reduce it to 7 years. Here's another one for you, Mazzy. Can you see that piece of rope in there?
Yeah.
Right, someone stole that. Do you know who stole it?
The guy in there, I reckon.
The guy in where?
In that prison cell we just saw.
No, it wasn't him. No,
Don't know.
he was a murderer. It was a guy called Frederick Boatwright, and he stole that in 1862. Do you know what happened to him? What would you think he'd get told off for stealing a piece of rope?
Don't know.
Guess. That's why you're here, to guess and look silly.
So what you asking?
I'm asking you what happened to him. What was his punishment for stealing a piece of rope?
Pick it all, I reckon.
Pick it all. That's a good answer. You're completely wrong though. 6 weeks hard labour. 6 weeks in prison, hard labour for stealing a piece of rope. How ridiculous.
Wow.
So all them people who stole things there, Mazzy.
Yeah.
Right, we've got something else here. You've got a little currant bun.
Yeah.
That's the original currant bun, which was stolen in 1862. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah?
Right. That's
Okay.
real, yeah. Right, okay.
That was stolen by Arthur, who was 11 years old, and Charles Bowles, who was 8 years old. What do you think happened to them? What was their punishment? They're only little babies.
Oh, I don't know.
Guess. They're only babies.
I don't know. Eat it.
They had to eat it. Okay, so their punishment was to eat what they'd stolen. No, they actually got sentenced to 4 months hard labour.
Oh.
Little kids. Oh, I didn't see that. Look at them. Big pile of coins. What's that all about? So the coins were actually stolen. That's how much was stolen. In 1826 by a guy called Peter Reid. Not the player who used to play for Everton, because that was many years later. But he got transported, sent to Australia for 7 years for stealing a bit of money. So the actual real jails which we've shown you were round there and down them steps. What would happen is the people would be held there before trial. They'd be brought round here. They'd have to open this door, come through this door, up these steps to go to the trial, which is up there. And then if they were found guilty, they'd be brought back down and back to the cell to await the punishment. Would you like to go up, Mazzy? It'll make a really good shot. Go on, Mazzy. I think you should just go up. Just pretend you're a prisoner. Yeah, you just keep going.
Don't shut the door.
I'm not going to shut the door.
There goes my hand.
Yeah, it stops there, Mazzy. There's not actually a courtroom up there. But thank you for taking part. So there you have it. That's the Tolhouse Museum. What did you think, Mazzy?
Yeah, it was alright.
Very small.
Yeah.
There's one section of it which isn't open to the public, but this is the last day this museum's open this year. It closes down at 4 o'clock, I believe. But there's a lot of interesting things to see, a lot to talk about, as you've seen in the video, but that was literally in 2 rooms. You just see the cells, a little bit upstairs, and this room. But fascinating. I've really enjoyed it. And I can imagine when the other bits open as well, it's even better. And it was only about £3.60 to get in, £3.40.
Yeah, it's cheap.
I'll put a picture up telling you exactly how much it is. But Yeah, how many out of 10 would you give that, Mazzy?
I'd say 5.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Mazzy just didn't get any of it. It's one of these where you have to read what's on the wall. I didn't see her read anything. I'm going to give it an 8. I enjoyed it. I think for the money, it's impressive, and it isn't just a museum. This is an actual old jail. I'm giving it an 8. If I were you, I'd come here, but make sure you read the signs on the walls, otherwise you get bored. Thanks for joining me, the Travel Troll, and...
Bye from Mazzy.
and Mazzy. Good night. See you next time. Many thanks for watching, guys. Please don't forget to click like, subscribe, leave a comment and share the video. And be sure to check out my other channel, Deep Digger Dan, and my website, thetraveltroll.uk. You can also follow me on Facebook, on Twitter and on Instagram. But most importantly, please do donate to the charity which we're supporting in this county. All links to everything I've just mentioned are all in the description below. Please come back tomorrow as we continue our adventure to try and make the biggest video library of the sites of the UK. Goodbye!